Hi everybody. So you may have noticed that for the last sort of like 3 weeks or so, we've been quite quiet on the old YouTube front. If you follow me on Instagram or Twitter, or you follow Sarah or anything, you may have noticed that we have a baby. Here she is.
Making my little
She's making
noises.
little dinosaur noises. Margot is 16 days old today. Her name is Margot Grace Alba Chapman, and she is just the most wonderful little thing in the world.
She is the most delightful little soul. She's so chilled and just a little treasure.
We've been really blessed actually with, just in touch wood, with how wonderful she's been so far. She's just got the most wonderful temperament. She's really relaxed. Today's been the hardest day of parenting actually, and even that hasn't been that challenging, to be totally honest.
She's had a bit of wind, so she's been a bit uncomfortable, but even then when she cries, it's like she's almost like, I'm so sorry for crying.
Yeah, she's really, really great. Like I've not said anything on YouTube because I've been meaning to kind of catch up with you and everything, because obviously I've shared everything else with you so far, but I've just been, really busy. What's really odd about having an infant is that you're crazy busy, but it's also quite boring sometimes because they sleep a lot. But while they're sleeping, you're either sort of staring into space, sort of exhausted, zonked out, or rushing around doing laundry, doing the ironing, like hoovering, just kind of keeping the house running.
Cue a big yawn.
Right. So although I've kind of not had a chance to get the camera out, you guys have been on my mind. But yeah. This is it really, this is the video. I just wanted to let you know that Margot exists and she's wonderful. She's asleep on my shoulder. I'm going to come in close and see if you can see anything. Let me flick this around. What can you see? Can you see anything? Not really, just a load of big old head of hair basically. Well, I'm not going to disturb her for you. I was gonna give you like a little.
Sleeping baby.
Yeah, I was going to give you a close up. Do you know what's been tricky actually for us? Is the adjustment is just the amount of hours. It's not the hard work or anything. It's just the hours you keep. The labour didn't go. Not that we had a plan, right?
No, we didn't have a plan.
We didn't have a plan, but it didn't go according to plan.
Of all the things that you wouldn't want to happen, if there's like a checklist of things you don't want to happen, we checked most of them. It
wasn't as smooth sailing as we would have liked. Now, to be fair, me saying that is, I'm just there, I'm a spectator really. Do you know what I mean? Sarah had to do all the heavy lifting, and we were in there for about 5 days, wasn't it? 5 days.
Yeah, I went in on Wednesday or Thursday and we didn't come home until Monday or Tuesday, so it was a long old slog.
I think actually you mentioned you want to do a video about it.
Yeah, I'd quite like to. It's a bit nerve-wracking because I've never really talked like myself other than when I'm like messing around taking the camera, and it's not something to mess around about.
Right.
But I do think it feels important to me to share, because a lot of people share like horror stories, or there's like quite a lot of, I think it becomes like a drama thing, and actually I feel really positive and empowered by what happened.
Right.
And although I had a lot happen that wasn't great, like I lost a lot of blood, I still came out thinking like, wow, that was amazing. And I know that it helped me hearing positive stories when I was pregnant, so perhaps that might.
So I think maybe the next video might be Sarah just talking about that experience.
So be nice, because I'll be on my own.
But because we got out of the hospital and Sarah needed lots of recovery because she really went through it, we've kind of got into the habit that I'm doing the night shift. So Sarah's breastfeeding, but during the day we'll express more milk, so I can do the night. So between us, we're kind of making it work in terms of our hours, right?
Yeah, I think it's good. I go to bed like 9, 10ish. You will stay up maybe an extra hour or two.
Well, I'll go to bed when I'm confident she's settled. The babies apparently don't make melatonin, right? And melatonin, is that true?
Yes, yeah. Not for another month.
Melatonin is the hormone that kind of makes you feel sleepy. So when it's light outside, your body goes, all right, it's time to stop producing that, and you wake up. Babies don't do that, so their body clock just doesn't really exist. So we've kind of worked out that I will go to bed. Last night I went to bed at 1 AM, just whenever I was confident she was settled. And then I'm kind of on alert all night, and I'll do the night shift. But then Sarah will come and get her it was like 6:30 this morning, wasn't it? You took her away, so then I got an extra few hours sleep, and then we just sort of tag team throughout the day. So,
but sometimes it's weird because we're like both in the room, bleary-eyed, like I'll go.
Yeah.
And it doesn't really help the tag team because one should be resting while the other does it. But you hear her sniffle, and we're both like up like a shot.
The first week, every time I heard a single noise from her when she was asleep, I'm like, oh my god, she's dying, and I rushed to look at her. She's fine, but you're just so terrified that something's going to happen to this little thing, and you're suddenly left in charge of keeping someone alive, and every little sniff and grunt, you're like, oh god, what's going on? But I wouldn't have it any other way. Like, the lack of sleep is
I don't even feel that bad.
No, I catch up in the mornings when you take her, and then we're fine. Like, we're both tired, but the joy just far outweighs that. This is it. This is the video. I have nothing else to say. What I might do is add a little clip on after this so you can actually see her, because I'm aware that I've done a big announcement, but she's asleep on my shoulder. Or maybe I can just post some photos from Instagram or something so you can sort of see. But we have a daughter, and she's just
delightful.
She's just magic. Yeah, it's just the best. Anyway, that's it. Thanks very much for watching.
Also, thank you to everyone that's been so lovely on our journey. Everyone's been really kind and like just so much love. I was quite apprehensive before sharing. Yeah. And I don't know how much we will share of her continuing.
Well,
but it is, so far the response has just been really lovely. Yeah.
My thoughts on the matter are, this channel has always been my life, right? Mine and Sarah's life now. And it's our life as parents now, because our life has changed and we are parents, but it's not, Margot isn't the content, you know what I mean? So she'll appear in stuff when it's relevant for the parent story to be told. Does that make sense? What I don't want to do is have her perform for you guys, for anyone, because that's just not cool. But yes, that's all. Thank you very much. Thanks for all the support and all the love. You're the best. See you soon. Bye. Here she is, fast asleep. I'm filming this on my phone because my camera ran out of battery. She's just lovely. Look at all that hair. When the midwife was examining Sarah, she was like, oh, you're 2 centimetres dilated and your baby has a lot of hair. Also, she's got the most wonderful eyes. You can't see now, she's asleep obviously, but when she opens them, they're beautiful. We like her. This, everybody, is Margot Magic Hour, where she's awake and kind of alert, but very, very relaxed. And I'm just wrapped her up like a little burrito, keeping an eye on her while she's just chilling.